Not cold, she says. Well, I mean, does this feel cold to you? Well, compared to the last couple days ago, like all those other days, this is pretty much lukewarm. I'm actually glad it's starting to. I'm actually glad it's raining because now the snow can melt even more. And now, look at that. You can actually see more ground. So now we can actually walk out there. Well, I mean, we can walk really, yeah, but like still, we can walk without having to. We have stated that so many times. Yeah, so we're not going to do it again. Just know that I'm happy that the snow is finally gone after being here for almost a month. I know it's the 15th of February, so it's almost been a month. It started the 25th of January. I'm actually starting to see the ground. This is amazing. Anyway, I hope you're not expecting too much of a tour out of us. Well, I'm expecting it's not only have to be like a third wheel. Well, don't worry. Diana and I aren't, we already had a date yesterday. I don't think we're going to go on another one again. Well, why not? I just want to, like, enhance the relationship between you two. Well, it's not like we already aren't, like, very close. It's just that. See, this feels like a trap. Why would this be a trap question? Why would... Should we put those trash cans down? You know what? Let's get it out of the way. If you find what I just said offensive on you guys' relationship, I feel like y'all should work on that a little bit. All right, so you come in as a guest, mind you, and start policing us on how to do our relationship, even though there's nothing terrible between us. We don't have no quarrel. We have no lover splat. We got nothing going on. Nothing negative going on. So what is there to work on? Well, I mean, if you're viewing the question like that as offensive, I never said it was offensive. Well, what did you say? What I said was, I was so focused on everything else. Hold on. All I said was that it felt like a trap question. How? How, though? Because you just... Again, if you feel like there's nothing going on, nothing terrible going on, we're going to leave it at that. Okay. Okay, fine. Oh, come on, guys. Guys, really? Really, guys? Okay. I promise you I don't like these guys. I promise you, are you serious? At least they didn't do it on the playground. Yeah, but come on the basketball court and the sidewalk? Sheesh. My gosh. Why? Oh boy, that field. Look at that field. Hey, luckily it's probably not ice anymore, so it's probably not a skating rink. Probably. No, it's most likely not a skating rink, because you can walk like this and not slip and die, so that's some good news. While it's everything else before that. See, look at this. I can walk on that. I can walk. Meanwhile, before that, yeah. Don't worry, I was here during that snowstorm. You guys forgot it. I went ahead and just invited myself before the 25th of January. Yeah, I forgot. So, yeah, you definitely experienced this. Yeah, bro. It's not fun. It wasn't. Even Billy and Snowy was like, yeah, this is too much. You know how much they love the snow? Actually, all right, well, they love the snow, if you couldn't tell. But an Arctic fox and a mountain goat love the snow? Would have never guessed. Would have never guessed. Even they were like, yeah, this is too much. But I wonder how it is right now. Well, this, like you said, it's going to feel like this. You feel like walking over there. Well, I might step on some geese poop, so nah, I'm good. This ground isn't terrible, right? We're under this, and the edges seem to have the most water coming out of this. So I'll say we're more so in the misty area, so I think this is fine. Okay, I just want to ask, are you related to Axel by any chance? No. Okay, I just need to know why. I'm scared I might take him from you. Okay, so I was getting ready to ask if you just had a vendetta against me because I was a guy, but no, clearly you don't discriminate. Excuse you? Oh, come on. After you were just policing our relationship, I'd assume you had like a vendetta against one of us. I'm sorry, what? Policing? is not the right way to say it. Okay, well, what was it then? You were getting on us on how we should probably continue a date, even though we had a pretty exciting time last night, like yesterday. And since we figured out we were going to be the start of the new movie, this movie right here, we thought, hey, why not set that aside and just have a good time? Pretty sure our presence is enough. Okay? So where did all that come from, huh? Why didn't you say any of that before? I am so lost. You know what? Don't even worry about it, because it ain't important. It ain't important enough. Just want to know, when you're around, please don't police everybody's relationship, but not unless you're in one, okay? It's kind of uncalled for and a little bit rude. You're going to continue to use that word. You know what? Okay, sure. What in the world? I guess this ice wasn't fully thawed out yet. Okay. By the way, never really caught your name, Annie. All right, well, nice to meet you, Annie. And please don't. You already told me that. Please stop. That is enough. All right. I just wanted you to know that we could take a certain level of jackassery. So, what? Hey, look, we already have our own jackass in the script, so I'm sure we can handle yours. Is this how everybody is on this channel? Oh, trust me. Trust me. Even on the old channel, you get tired of it pretty quickly, so... Exactly why we all migrated to a different channel that so far has not been very active lately. So what was the point of that? Hey, look, it was during a time where it was during 2023. Actually, no, yeah, 23. So don't get mad at us too much, okay? It was during that time period. So honestly, wish we can go back to that time period. You sure? Okay, well, there's a lot of stuff that I would like to avoid, but I know that's not going to happen, so I won't speak up on that. But I will say, we all migrated during a time period where the channel was a lot more active. And nowadays, it isn't, so... You're making that sound very depressing. It's not supposed to be depressing, but how else am I going to describe it? I guess we can wait for, I shouldn't be announcing stuff. Why not? Well, on this account, not really. In terms of, like, the stuff going on the other one, I'll announce it there, but right now, I feel like it would be pretty distasteful. If you must know, the comment about me, talking about you guys' relationship that, started was me saying I don't want to be a third wheel. Why would you be a third wheel? Well, because... You know why. Oh, okay, fine. But, why are we coming over here? Well, if you don't mind me, I would like to see some stuff down here. See, this is how kids be disappearing in It. Well, guess what? It is not real, okay? It's novel. I highly doubt a cosmic entity will come out of that drain. Specifically a cosmic entity. Well, I'm not going to say clown, because that... I don't give a damn about no clowns. Now, if you transform into something a little more scarier, like a dead animal, then you might get me. But right now, I want to come down here. Uh-huh. See? Was that so hard? See, I'm gonna be real with shit. The only reason why we don't come down here is because we didn't think we could. Well, you can now. Just go right there, and y'all should be good. Oh, okay. You can just come down here. Yeah, like I told Diane. Most likely, yeah. Just come that way. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that. Also, I kind of would have made like a Stranger Things comparison. You would compare this to Stranger Things. Oh, that's poop. All right. I mean, I don't know. I'd compare this more to It, considering the fact that there's a drain right there. There's water coming this way. I'm pretty sure this is the exact scene from the 2017 movie. Pretty sure this is that exact scene. I don't see the Stranger Things comparison. Is that fog? Is that mist over there? Oh my gosh, that is. You still want to compare that to It? I compare that to Welcome to Derry, probably. Okay, anything but my comparison. I'm not saying your comparison is wrong. I'm just saying. Like, I can see where you're getting the Stranger Things from. Well, I mean, like, this is more so it, if I'm being honest. And that fog is making it seem more like Welcome to Derry. That and the snow all over the place. You remember that season finale? You were definitely here for that finale, right? I got here in January. Okay, so you weren't here. That doesn't mean I couldn't watch it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. We're walking over there to be wise. I mean, it could be. We can do that. Theoretically, we can. That's why I said theoretically. I don't see a sidewalk there, so it's going to be a no. You know what? That's fair. Gosh, that is dirty. LA, look, at least the snow is melting. Yeah, that's some good news. Hey, I'm getting cold. You feel like we should head back in? I thought that's what we were doing right now. Oh, really? Yeah, that's what we were doing. Yeah, and I'm getting pretty cold too. Starting to go numb. Okay, that's a big exaggeration, but I'm slowing down. All right. Kind of hard to get anything done. As you can see, trying to take a video of that. It was like an Olympic task for some reason. You know, it was just taking the phone out and recording. But hey, everything nowadays is just starting to become even more ridiculously challenging for some reason. Hey, look, that's just nowadays, okay? Unfortunately, ain't nothing we can do about it. You know, I would yell at you normally, yeah, but okay, come on now. All right, fine. I'll give you some credit. I understand why you wanted to come out here now. I understand why we had to restart this video. Well, I mean, look, now the winter mobs can actually enjoy the winter. And guess what? This snow is actually snow. So much so that they could actually make a snowman out of this. Last time we couldn't do that. Couldn't make a snowball. Now we can make a snowman. And oh my gosh, look at this. See, it's way better now. All right. I'll give this credit to you. So I guess we're just gonna act like that. What other videos do? Wow. Yeah. So. What in the world is happening? But yeah, before you say it, because I know you're not going to be able to, as you just tried right there. Yes, we're going to act like that other video didn't exist, and we're going to focus on this one, the winter video. Man, that area never. All right. Ever since it started melting, it's just been like that ever since. All right. And if by winter video you mean snow video, yes, pretty much. And Snowy and I already did like a video during the snowstorm. That was for something else. Yeah, it was, but still. After we already did that, kind of got deleted, so yeah, how about we try that again, huh? Even though this isn't really the snowstorm video, still snow, and that thanks to the previous ones, now the sea levels have started rising. Great. It's possible to get over there, right? Well, if you want to get your socks wet, and if you want to increase your chances of hypothermia, then yeah, it is possible. As you can see, that turned into an island. Literally turned into an island. The snow was melting from off the trees. Great. See, this is what the snow should have been like. This is what it should have been like. But since it was like a snowstorm, I'd expect it to be here for about like 5 to 6 days. You know what I mean? But no, this was here for like 2.5 weeks, and then it had the audacity to snow again. But at least this time, we actually get snow, and I can see the ground by day 2, so. You know what, I'll cut it some slack, but whichever do that, oh my gosh, okay. Ain't some nice weather, huh? It is, but like, here's the thing. And it's blowing in my face. I can't really like move anywhere. All right. Okay. Yeah, forget the snow is still slippery. Yeah, but like just. Also, where were you last video? Well, since no one kindly reminded me that, hey, we're gonna do a video. Oh, since no one decided to tell me that. What am I gonna do, huh? Just jump in? Well, I mean, yeah, that's what everybody does. Just jump into a video. Why? Who can handle the cold, right? Well, I'm a snow bunny, so sure. A snow bunny? Well, yeah, sure. We'll say that. Look at this. Where is it even at? Where is it at? You know, we're gonna let it. We're gonna let it do its own thing. Okay. Man, look at these sea levels. Look what they did to the sea levels, bro. Okay, where are you? Oh, right there. Dude was so loud we couldn't even see him. I was like, bro, really? You're trying to talk about how the sea levels really did be changing. Look at this. Look at these sea levels, bro. There's rising. Thanks a lot to the ice melting. Speaking of which, oh, look at that over there. Yeah, speaking of ice melting, it's nice having it's nice being able to walk places now without having a fear for your life. Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with these boots on. Like, come on now. Turn the whole place into a skating rink. I'm glad I didn't do it this time. Glad it actually gave us some real snow. Okay, guys, I feel like I hear a tribe. You hear a tribe? How much tomfoolery can spew out of your mouth? Okay, I feel like you're exaggerating that part a little bit. Yeah, well, I hear some whooping over there. I don't know if that's an animal or just some random people just shouting at each other, but I'm hearing something. Okay, yeah. Can you, like... Would it be weird for me to say that I would kind of have the sun, want the sun beaming down on me right now? No, not really, because I'm pretty sure I'm experiencing that same thing. I'm sure Billy and Snowy also feel that same reason. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Probably so. Just a tiny bit. Not really, but a tiny bit. All right, thank you guys. We understand. You guys are snow animals. Like, it's not that. It's just... How do I put it? We've been in Florida for like quite some time and haven't experienced snow once. So we're pretty excited to have the snow around here, okay? Well, look, I also too enjoy the snow. I remember enjoying some snow back in 2021, but you don't see me obsessing over it. Well, excuse us if we're more winter based, okay? Wow. Just go. Really? That's how you're gonna blame me like that? Well, look. Excuse us if we're just slightly winter based, slightly more winter based, okay? Okay, how is he winter based? Mountain goat? You know the temperatures are just cold as hell up there, so... Well, it's not cold down there. You know what I mean, okay? The temperatures is cold up in the mountains, alright? If you're just naturally born to be in the snow, okay? Same with an Arctic fox, so excuse us. Sheesh, ignorance was showing. Yeah, I don't think it was hidden to begin with. Stop before they get mad at us. I think they're already mad at us for, Oh, dag nabbit, okay. Here comes the wind, ain't it fun? Now, going back to that tribe comment, okay, I might have exaggerated that, but I heard some noises coming from that direction, so excuse me for thinking that. Also, this won't just be us in the woods all day, right? Shouldn't be. But I do just, like, want to come down here real quick. Like, I'm in this area real quick, just for a little bit. This is taking in the nice scenery. Oh, gosh. Alright, now I think we can explore outside of the neighborhood. Hope you don't mind all of us asking you questions about the previous times you've experienced the snow. Well, considering the fact that prior to summer of 2021, it was just Carter and I don't see why that's a problem. It'd be a problem if Carter started asking me, hey, what was the snow like in 2021? Because believe it or not, he got here first, so... I feel like you would know that in 2021, no, and like in general. We both came here around like 2018, 2019, around that time. I'm pretty sure he was like early 2019, probably. Well, I was also 2019, but he came a little bit first, so it'd be weird if he started asking me, hey, what was life like around this area, right, around this time? It's like, buddy, I feel like you should know that since you were here, but hey, you know what, don't even worry. But if you guys are asking me, that's perfectly fine. I don't think Brayton and Axel actually experienced the snow since we left in November of 2021, so they didn't get back in 22, yeah, but April, so. And then we left in September of that same year, so then there's that. And no one has experienced anything else since. Okay, gotcha. So we're okay with asking. Yeah, you guys are fine. It's just that if Carter's the one that starts asking me stuff like that, we gonna have a talk. All right, we're gonna do some clarification here. What time do you usually think? What time do you think the snow should have melted? Well, if it was average, like if it was like an average snow day, I'd say around by like day 2 to 3. But since we had a snowstorm, I know we have to keep factoring that in. Because we say it should have ended on like by day 2, or by day 3, but it was a snowstorm, so you gotta factor that part in. And since that's the case, I would say around, when did it start again? The 25th. Okay, so I would say around February 1st, probably. So around like 5, 6 days around there, maybe 7 days. Okay. Because this feels a lot better. It does. I'm gonna be real sure it does. And then we're not gonna keep on living in that. Let's see, the thing is, that was icy out. And now you can see the streets are back to normal, which is a good thing. Glad they said the snow would melt around mid-February, even though it decided to snow last night. It was just felt like snowing last night. I'm like, you know what? Let me give you a proper snow day. Like an actual snow day. Because I know the last snowstorm I gave y'all, it wasn't really snow, which is why y'all got trapped in the ice age. Then you have like hills like this. Not mountains, I'll just say hills, since, well, if you really want to go look at mountains, you just go all the way down to that parking lot by the shopping center. Wait, we going there? Yeah, we might as well. You did say we were going to leave the neighborhood, so at this point, might as well leave the neighborhood to see where everything looks like, right? I don't know, I'm pretty sure we already know what it looks like, but, you know, why not? Especially with the new snow on the ground. Like, actual snow. So, I feel like we can explore a little bit. Yeah, but like, go on, is there a problem? Okay, not more so a problem with the exploring part. I like the exploring. It's just that that'd be going into bigger detail. All right, fine, I won't say anything. But I will say though that at least now we won't have to worry about twisting our ankles on this ice, on this uneven terrain anymore. You still would call this even? Okay. Okay, fine, I guess. So exactly, come on. It's more even than earlier. Like, you'd have to drive your heel into the ice, which would create some uneven footprints, and it's just, I don't want to have to deal with that again. Well, luckily we don't got to, because people actually felt like clearing everything out. That and because, well, the weather started getting warmer and started melting the ice. Kind of wish it would have done that a little bit sooner. Get that water right there. Luckily, the aquatic creatures got to explore that, huh? And they came out here. I guess it's just everybody in their natural habitats, isn't it? Well, you and Billy sure are. I won't say the same thing about me and Blair, but I mean, you don't expect to find sheep in the snow naturally? Not really. Naturally, not really. Same thing with rabbits. Probably not really, but it really depends on where you live at. You know what? We're going to stop right there. Just say natural habitats. When it comes to snow, we'll leave that to me and Billy, alright, sure. Good thing. Why not? Okay, no, like, seriously, though. Up there's that uneven terrain Blair was talking about. There's that uneven terrain she was talking about. Okay. Oh, well, it's not too bad. Yeah, you know what? Compared to everything else that we have experienced, not really. Oh, boy. Look at this. I don't think they came over here yet. Well, they probably did. Just didn't show it on camera. Yeah, sure. I mean, seriously, though. Look at this. There's a way to get down there, right? Yeah. Just truck through there. Truck through there. And then you're right here. One of these days, we're definitely going to have to. Yeah, definitely. One of these days. Unfortunately, that's not today, though. Calling that Mount Everest would be slightly overkill. Yeah, but it would kind of describe, like... And this is where the mountains come in. Like, seriously, look at this. I don't even think it's possible to even walk up that. Nope, no, it is not. But, like, you can understand, though, right? You know, I wonder. Oh, there goes the trailer. I wonder, can I do this? Nope. Oh, maybe. Actually, yes. Yes, I can. Okay, that didn't go as quite as planned, but you understand what I was trying to do, right? Yeah, I see. But, it's day 2, so the snow's not really gonna work the way day 1 snow would. Yeah, that's fair, but like seriously though, you can see where the mountain claim comes into play, though, right? Yeah, I see that now. Yeah, this is what happens. Pretty much what happens when you just start to clean up the snow around here after that ice storm we had. I mean, like, over there's one over there, all the way over there, and pretty much you just go to the Safeway parking lot too. Pretty sure they're there as well. You think they'd have the same fluffy cover here? They better. I don't see why they wouldn't. This one has it. It started snowing. They better. Obviously, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's with these mountains? Actually, I know exactly what's with these mountains. They were cleaning this bus stop parking lot up. Or should I call this a rest stop? I feel like a rest stop is more appropriate. You know, sure, we'll say rest stop. Yeah, they were cleaning this rest stop up, and then, yeah, this happened. Also, another thing real quick. Hope you don't mind, I just had to do that real quick. And the snow is just all watery like this. The snow just turns into slushy. Sorry, I just had to do that real quick. And you know, while I'm at it, we might as well check this out some more, right? Depends. Can I walk on here? To an extent, yeah, but and we're probably gonna slip and die. But as you can see, yep. As you can see, there's the ice right there, and I'm pretty sure if you just like move this, see the ice? It's right there. What in the world? You know what? Okay. But yeah, we got some plans today. So I think we're probably going to have to hold off the Safeway journey and just head back. Because we still haven't done a certain thing that we said we were going to do. But granted, people are in the house, so it won't work as well, but that shouldn't discourage us from trying at least. So we're going to head back and take care of that real quick. It's nice and lovely out today. So do you mind not keeping up that attitude with us, please? What are you talking about? You know what I mean. That just constant anger issues from you. What are you what? Okay, just you always seem angry all the time. Is what I'm trying to say. This is literally just me resting my face. What do you want from me, huh? What exactly do you want from me? I would like you to just look like you're enjoying the outdoors, okay? Well, I can tell being around you would make anybody just upset. Wow. Okay, so this is the exact attitude I was trying to hope you wouldn't. Trying to hope that you wouldn't display. I'm just saying, why would you ain't gonna get me out of character. No. Why am I hearing stuff over there? Guess it was nothing. Okay then. No, seriously, like, there's stuff over there. Hoping instead of getting more geese poop, because for some odd reason they felt like hanging out over here. I don't know why. So what you're trying to tell me is that you have resting anger. Oh, there's some poop right there. So what you're trying to tell me is that you just have resting anger face. This resting anger face won't just translate into the face, all right? It'll transfer into the attitude if you keep on being the way you are being right now. But I'm just trying to make sure that we can all get along, that we can actually, talk to each other. I'm okay with that. Why are you trying to act weird right now? You've known me for how long? All right, fine. I'm just trying to be aware. Just I can't speak. Okay, we're just gonna move on. The video's already started and you're already out here making enemies? Really? Okay, define enemies. Please define that for me. Already getting on people's nerves. Pretty much. I get on your nerves all the time. Are you my enemy now? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, can we just... You really need to think of your words. Okay, like you can do that. I can't, but I feel like coming from me should, tell you everything that you need to know. It really doesn't. It tells me that... Exactly. Please, we're going to come back. So you decided out here, right now. And you know what? I'm going to be real, I can kind of understand. I mean, after dealing with nothing but cold weather for, I can't say about a week. It actually hasn't been a week, but for quite some time. Do you think we should be taking advantage of some nice warm weather? I hear like next Friday. Hold on, what's today? Today's Wednesday, and this Friday is the end of February. I forgot. February we're gonna have like 28 days, but yeah. All right then. Yeah, I've heard that next Saturday, the 6th of March, it's supposed to be 71. Yeah, look, if you're confused, don't worry. You shouldn't be, because this is state's weather, okay? It's been cold for the longest time, and all of a sudden, some random day in March, yeah, let's just make it 71 degrees. Y'all can wear shorts. Y'all can put those jackets away. It's practically springtime, even though springtime happens on like the 20th of March. So we're just gonna make one random day, the beginning of March actually, not even the 10th of March, just warmer than usual. After you guys had so many days of cold weather. Do y'all ever think that the state is just mocking y'all? Oh yeah, definitely. All the time. Every time, right? Every time. It's just we've grown accustomed to it at this point. To the point where we're just like, you know what? If it says it's gonna be hot one singular day after literally a day before it was the Himalayas, sure. Why not? Friday, actually. But, to be fair, on Friday, next Friday, there's supposed to be a thunderstorm. Because of course it would. Hey, look, why would you expect anything from this state? You know what? Fine, whatever. I just expect that, after having... Barbara's already ranted about that. You know what? Fine. Just go for it. I mean, just... Shouldn't say anything, but literally. And then the phone can't just zoom it. The anger is only translated to the face, not translating to the attitude, okay? I mean, I just would kind of hope that when I tap on this phone zoom in button, it would work. All right, just going in the near future, if you're going to get mad at something, get mad at like something reasonable. Like, for instance, this phone, on how it has an aneurysm every time we try to do something basic. So, that one's fine. So I can get mad at that, but literally nothing else. Again, it really depends on, like, what the situation is. Like, for instance, this phone, because for some odd reason, despite it being artificial intelligence, it seems to lack the intelligence part, but it's okay with being artificial, though. I guess they just forgot to program the intelligence in it, so it's reasonable to get mad at this phone whenever you try to do something basic. Like, for instance, the zoom in screen, and like the zoom in button, you tap it and it just sits there. I feel like that's okay to get mad at. All right, so I'm allowed to yell at this phone then, right? Oh, trust me, we do it all the time. Hurtle insult at this phone all the time. Even when we're trying to be nice to it, it still tries to act special, so yeah, just be mad all you want with that. I was getting mad today. Barbie, stop, please. All right, fine. Just saying, well, Brayton said I'm allowed to get mad at the phone. Okay, the phone, that's fine. I'm pretty sure that's just endorsing the anger management. What's really endorsing it is you. Okay, come on. I'm not doing that badly. You're not doing that badly, huh? Well, you keep bringing it up for some reason, so kind of are. So what do you want me to do, huh? Do what we came out here to do. Enjoy the nice weather. Because apparently we're not really gonna, no, that's not a blue jay. Just enjoy the nice weather. And apparently, that's what you were trying to do, right? You know what, yeah. Alright, so can we focus on the weather then, please? Okay. I guess Braden and I did talk about the weather just being weird earlier. So, you know what? Okay. Are we messing with that? No. I thought it was, you know what? We're not even going to talk about it. What's going on back there? Oh, don't go in the clouds. Now it was just nice and warm. God dag nabbit. Okay. Yeah, this is the weather we were talking about. Ain't this fun? Having to deal with this all the time. Like, it's like, oh, come on. We're gonna have a great time. Hey, you know what? I feel like we will. Just gotta hold our own. Sure, we can do that. Even though that right there looks like a nightmare getting ready to happen. Being ready to just come towards us, so. I mean, well, the way you put it makes it seem like we're not gonna have a good time. Great job. Those are geese. I thought so. I mean, it really depends on where we feel like going again. I kind of don't want to walk all the way back down there to the yeah. But where else are you gonna go? Huh? Where else are we gonna go? We can go down there. That's an option. Well, I'll think. That's a new truck. When did trucks get a DLC update? When did y'all get a DLC update? You see, the problem is there's nowhere to really go. Kinda. Well, there technically is. Yeah, there's Fort Washington Park. We could go there, but like, there's just, well, no sidewalks really. At least, you know what I meant. Yeah, we've already ranted about the sidewalk. I know there's a lack of that in this part of Fort Washington, but I mean, like, seriously though, where in the world are some of these sidewalks? Okay, they just be abruptly ending for no reason, with no explanation, no confirmation, no closure. They just suddenly stop. Most random places ever. They can't really walk anywhere. We're gonna need like an adult to escort us. So, how are we gonna do that, huh? We could definitely get Bailey to do it. I don't think Bailey feels like babysitting us again, okay? Well, we've done it before. What's wrong with it now? Well, because now they gotta deal with you. Oh, come on, really? Are y'all just gonna be messing with me today? I mean, you are kind of starting the problem. How am I alright, you know what? Now, but like, for real though, since we're old enough to escort ourselves, I don't think she'll be that. Oh. Now you go on. I don't think they'll be like, well, they won't be upset to do it, but just to just do it again and again and again. Now, I understand where you're coming from, but see, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this side. No sidewalk here. No sidewalk. When you get to this roundabout, there's no sidewalk down there. Actually, that ends abruptly. Yeah, that's the one we're talking about too. You know what? What's down here? Let's see what's down here. Why would we do that? Why not? Why not? Come on. Up for a little adventure? I mean, you know what? Okay. As long as it's not going towards the Market Square. I don't know why you don't like that Market Square. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that we go there every time. And I kind of want to do something a little different. Bro, how did Charles County pass this county in being the most richest counties in this state? Do you not see these houses? How is this not a suburban area? How is this not classified as a suburban area? Or maybe it is, I don't know, but really? Look at these houses. I shouldn't be like filming other people's houses, but I mean, I'm just in awe at how just gargantuan these palaces are. I'm not even calling these houses anymore. These are palaces. I wonder if I can walk this way towards this area and not consider trespassing. I mean, I'm looking at this one right here, looking at all of those ones back there. It's just, you know what? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, you've picked a nice peaceful spot. I didn't even know what was down here at first. Like, oh, there's a little woodpecker. I can hear him. Ooh, look at this. Do not know. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't even know this existed. We never even walked over here until today. Now I'm mad that we didn't. Okay, this looks nice. What in the world is that? Oh, those are trees. Where does this pathway lead us, though, is the question. You know, I'm actually glad we came here towards the end of winter. Maybe not the beginning of spring. Why not? Well, I mean, or, you know, at the beginning of spring could have looked nice, but actually, no, spring would have looked a little bit nicer, but I guess it's just someone else's personal biases, I guess. Yeah, I feel like the spring would have looked a little bit better. It would have, in my opinion, but hey. Everybody got their own preferences. I kind of want to go down there. Just in the way that's just... I want to go down there, but I just... I don't know. You mean to tell me Charles County passed this county? I mean the richest state in this state? Richest county in this state. When I'm looking at stuff like this, see, the thing is, I've only been in Waldorf. I haven't really explored beyond that. You know, actually, no, I've only been in Waldorf. So yeah, I haven't really explored beyond that. So I can't say for certain, but I feel like, in terms of like, I feel like there are other ways to depict a county's riches besides its houses. I mean, if it was based on houses, then again, I haven't really explored Charles County all that much, so. And you're still eligible to speak on the topic. At the moment, when I'm looking at stuff like this, I do feel like PG would have still been like, I don't know, just a little bit above Charlie, but I mean, Charlie, you're giving it a nickname now? Well, people call it Chuck County, so why can't I call it Charlie County? Okay, fine. I mean, I feel like George would be a little bit up. Okay, now we're saying, hey, look, I'm allowed to give these counties nicknames, okay? All right, fine, go for it. Yeah, I mean, it was based on the aesthetic right here, I would definitely give it the PG. You hear this? This reminds me of the time we made our first Minecraft movie. Well, not in like, did I start in April? Actually, we did. It was in April, but this really feels like that time. That just goes to show that this weather, it can't make up its mind for anything at all. It feels like another day in spring. I mean, spring isn't supposed to be a hot season, yeah, but I mean, like, you know, compared to literally during that winter storm. I understand where you're coming from. Compared to that winter storm, and how it was cold for like 2 weeks straight, just to keep the ice solidified. We said we stopped talking about that, so we're gonna stop talking about that. Jesus, why? The geese be lighting everything up. It's literally back by the lake. Those apartments in Charles County. Geese be lighting everything up. Is this a little? Wait, hold on. Is this for running? I think this is. I think this is for running. I mean, it's a nice place to run. Oh, look, speak of the devils. Speak of the devils. I should over there lighting that place up too. Yeah, no doubt. Right, you see this? You freaking see this? Look at this tomfoolery. Thanks to the sea levels rising due to all the ice melting, we gotta travel through this. That is, if we were to stay on the path, which we are not doing. Let's be real, we are not doing that. But then we gotta step on the field, which is gonna be littered with geese poop. I mean, the path was already, but I mean, at least we can see that. This is just gonna blend in. There's a little bench right over there. Right over there. No, but seriously, look how... Alright, I can't tell if it was like this before, but I feel like it probably was, because this looks completely out of place. Then again, I've seen a lot of bodies of water looking out of place. You know what? I think it's time to head back, since we explored quite a bit. We've been captivated. I'm pretty sure we've been filming for the longest time. So I guess I'm the other one now, huh? The only one that didn't really get a solo part to myself, huh? Just to explore this area. I mean, what else, what do I got to offer, huh? What am I supposed to add, huh? Bailey already went over there. Barbara already did down here. What am I going at, huh? I guess I can add right here, but like, who's gonna look at this area? I mean, like, all I see is sunlight just directly into my eye, but thankfully that's kind of warming me up a little bit, so I guess it's not too bad. But there's only so much that I can do when the wind decides, hey, you know what? I feel like making my presence known. You know, I've made it known for the last couple days right now. I'm gonna make my presence known. So I guess there's only so much that sun can do. Sure, fine. But it's funny because I'm pretty sure we were preaching the opposite back in Florida. Like, yeah, it was kind of hot. Look at the wind make itself known. Hey, can you direct some of that? You know, we've already moved back. We already moved back here. No point in going back in there again. We've already established the weather in Florida. It don't make any sense either. I mean, this state though. Yeah, this state's way more bipolar. Let's be real. You know, I think I found my solo part. Just ranting and raving about the weather. Which is something we have done so many times. I'm going the wrong way. It's that way. But I don't feel like being outside for a little bit, so I'm gonna stay out here for a little bit. And on to the next people. I think we've recorded for long enough. All right, so first some clarification. Put this in an album, titling it just Minecraft Plushies movie, because we already filmed one part. We already filmed one movie part. That's not going to be on this account. It's going to be on another one. And it's just us exploring some pretty good parts in Maryland. So, and we want to like separate those two. So put this part in an album. Any video after this, put it in an album. So that way we don't get the two confused, okay? Yeah, so we just left off exploring the entire part of Fort Washington Park. So if none of us seem surprised by a lot of things, you'll know why. Because it's kind of hard to act surprised twice in a row, like the second after. So, yeah. The only people that shouldn't be surprised, that shouldn't have been surprised, was me and Penny. Although Penny hasn't really been up there in the fort yet until today. I and Shiloh have, so I shouldn't be too surprised. Now, since Cletus and Olivia were with us, and Celine, they shouldn't be surprised either, so if they act surprised, just know that they're being phony. Wow, way to sell us out there. Thank you for that. I mean, we could have just made it seem a little more impressive, but nah. Thanks a lot. Well, funny enough, I mentioned Cletus as well, but he's not mad at me. Well, I like to pride myself on being genuine, so I don't really need to. Oh, go away. Though, what about right here? Okay, this one you could be surprised at because we haven't really been over here yet. What is that tree? You can tell these trees are ancient. Look at this. Since when did a tree look like? All right. Okay, that looks more normal. You go up to it, but back there, it just looks. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, I do. And I'm pretty sure trees can live up to some good years. So these are pretty much ancient trees. These trees are pretty ancient, so wouldn't surprise me. Oh, there's a little garden right here. Looks like there used to be a little garden right here. Can you get in there? I don't think so. There's no door handle, so I highly doubt you can get in there. So if you were thinking about it, but you better unthink about it. You okay? A bug flew in my mouth. Jesus. But was today a good day? Well, in the fact that a dead bug managed to fall into the bag. Then I almost just swallowed the bug. I'd say so, yeah, okay. Since we're talking about bugs, you would just need to come right here. Hey, look, why not? Huh? Why not? It's bug season, okay? That's why it's my type of season, of course. You just need to start getting on people's nerves. Hey, look, I wouldn't be a bug if I didn't, okay? We coming down here? Well, it seems nice. We definitely could. That depends. Do you feel like coming down here? We got other places to go. Okay, I'll come down here just to take a look at it. Wait. Never mind. I actually have came down here. I don't know why I thought. I actually have came down here before. Why do y'all just keep lying? I'm not lying about that. No, I mean you lied, thinking that you telling me you didn't come down here. I just remembered. I've forgotten our canceled bisexual movie. I did in fact come down here. Once again, Axel and Diana will be pretty upset. Yeah. So are my other bug companions. And by other, you mean just the bees. They're bugs, are they not? I guess so. Yeah. So yeah, they're gonna be pretty upset too that I'm the only one down here getting on people's nerves. Now that you said that, oh come on, really? Well, no. Now that you say that, we found a way to deal with you now. Just ignore you. How about that? You can try. It's definitely not gonna be easy. Yeah, like Carter said, we're not really gonna pretend. Yeah, we're not gonna pretend. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna pretend that we haven't been here before. Because we were just here earlier today. That'd be stupid of us to try to pretend that we weren't here. So we're not going to. I will say, this pathway comes across this mountain right here. That I did not know. Even though I should have, because it's right there. So I don't know why I didn't know that. Well, okay, where does this lead to though? And why do they have? Look at this mountain. I'm calling that a mountain. even though it's a hill, but I'm gonna call it a mountain. That's a rusted up fire hydrant. Look at that. Wait, you can come all the way down here. Okay, I didn't even come down here. None of us did, so. There's some dripping down there. We're gonna get away from that. Okay, this bridge is also pretty raggedy. That's fun. I wonder what's like. Are there pipes down here? What's going on? There's like a pipeline down here. What's going on? Oh, so are they building another like lighthouse? Gotta be right. Yeah, the kid just running up that hill. Okay. Look at that. Oh, there's some more boats over there. Oh, wow. I ain't even come down here. None of us came down here. You never see area. Yo, that is tall. What in the heck's? What kind of? That is unnecessarily tall. Okay. Oh, it is a little. We've already said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. Axel and Dio are gonna be slightly annoyed. Anything else you refuse to tell us? Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I never came down here. Shiloh and I never came down here. We didn't even know you could come down here. Okay? There's seaweed here. I'm telling you right now. You want the sea, you got it. Is this the Potomac River? Because I know this ain't really the Chesapeake Bay. There's no way this is the Chesapeake Bay area. Is it? Well, the Chesapeake Bay splits this side of the state and the eastern shore. And we're in PG County. And across from there is Virginia, so this isn't really the eastern shore. So I'd say this is not the Chesapeake Bay. This isn't, no. Potomac River, though? Ain't it around like ain't it around? I'm gonna be real with you. I did not. I forgot. Okay, so I couldn't tell you. However, what I do know is that across from here is Virginia. So all you need is like a little speedboat, which a lot of people have for some reason. You neglected to tell us that though. I was not here for the speedboats. Okay, if anyone neglected to tell you, that was Penny. She was here with all the speedboats and stuff like that. So get mad at her. How would this spot be? Nah. Not beautiful enough? Alright. No, not really. Okay. So, I was wondering if you planning a proposal. It sounds like you're planning a proposal. It sounds like you're planning a proposal. We just started, like last year. I feel like it'd be too soon to propose. So, if anyone should propose, it's Carter and Shiloh. They've been together for like what? 3 to 4 years? Almost 4 years? When y'all putting a ring on each other's fingers? That's a buzzard. Oh boy, what's dead over here? Golly, okay. Man, these bugs really are annoying. I guess sitting right here wouldn't work out, would it? No, it wouldn't. Clearly not. You would be surprised at the amount of people that immediately put a ring on people's finger. Like, within less than a year of a relationship. So if I did it to Olivia, that wouldn't be weird. It would be a little too soon. But weird, that is the least weird thing you can do in a relationship. So if you want to, well, Olive isn't really gonna like that. So, and since I'm with her on this one, so it's a little too soon. We're talking about you two though. You and Shiloh started dating since like what? 2022? Yeah, but pretty sure we can wait a little longer. And especially due to like recent events. You should know about those recent events, right? I wasn't here in Florida for those recent events, okay? So we're talking about Fort Washington. Relationship advice at this time seems to be a lot of character here, Penelope. Okay, first of all, don't call me that. Isn't that your real name? Yeah. Full name, sure. Penny's a nickname, but you are not calling me Penelope, okay? I guess I'm from doing that. Hey, what happened to it? Like I said, don't do that. Don't do that, okay? You want me calling you Selena, huh? I don't like you. My job is going quite well, isn't it? Like, don't start that. Well, I'm just saying, I am doing a pretty good job so far. But up, it is creaking. Okay. See, all I gotta do is just think about something else. And then once you stop thinking about something else, I'm right back in your mind, aren't I? Here we are, back at the fort. You are out of breath, bro. These stairs, these hills, man. These walkways, they are not for the faint of legs. Oh my gosh, they're so steep for no reason at all. Well, I guess it is probably for some reason, maybe to keep the enemies out, but like seriously though, these are not for the faint of legs at all. I'm glad we're not like exploring this anymore, or like to the in-depth that we did for the other movie clip that we're doing, because I was not gonna have a good day. Yeah, neither was I, so I'm quite happy with that too, because I am see what you're talking about. I'm like, seriously though, is that a park ranger? You got the full gear on. Oh no. See what I mean? Steep for no reason. Or is that the tour guide? I think it's the tour guide. See what I mean, bro? Steep for no reason at all. And then you got this big ass canyon right here. Look at this. You got upset that we can't do deep dive. We're not deep dive, like in-depth, more exploration, more in-depth expert. No, okay. Or I guess a little bit, because I want to come back over here. But that would require us to fake being surprised, which I'm not doing that. So no. And that would also have to have us walk up them steps, which I'm also not doing that, bro. Getting up here was a nightmare enough. I don't need to keep on doing all that. Hey man, you can get a nice exercise once you come to Fort Washington Park. All they got is steep hills. Tired too, huh? Boy, am I. I'm telling you, walking up them steps, that'll break you if you haven't been training enough. I mean, seriously, that ain't fun at all. I'm pretty sure Selena's also pretty tired. Pretty tired. I am sitting down right now, and usually I'm just up and about. I would have just walked over there, just cause. I need rest, okay? I am hot. I am hot. I am tired. These hills right now. Yep. See, now you're understanding how we're feeling. I've been understood. Okay, I just was able to take it a little bit more. Now that adrenaline's starting to wear off, and now I'm just exhausted. I need to sit down just for a tiny bit. Yeah, we all do, because oh boy, these things are not for the faint of heart or faint of legs. Yeah, so I recently found out you can move these. Oh, okay. Well then. At least put it back where you found it. You really sure we can't, like, go look around anymore? I know we already did it, but can we just do that again? Do you feel like walking up there? I would love to. It's just that I'm just not in the mood. Like you said, you're hot. Yeah, very hot. Stop. All right, fine. You gotta stop that. All right, fine. But yeah, I see where you're coming from. Them hills is just no. These hills is just not it. No, not for like. Not after that little hike we had. Absolutely not. So I guess we're just gonna be in the courtyard, pretty much. Yep. If you're okay with that, I mean, Sure. Sure, I'll say so. I kind of like this too. What? So you can walk in there. I want to redo on that video. I really want to redo. So apparently you can walk in there. What? We're gonna go in there now. We're already done. What's the point? Are you here to annoy all of us or just Penny? Well, considering the fact that Penny and I are the only ones that get paired with each other. Maybe her. Just her. But no, don't even. Well, I'm just letting you know. And if I start doing stuff, just know that's probably the reason. Because, well, apparently Penny and I are the only ones that are getting paired up, so watch it. Hey. Relax, I'm not actually into that stuff, so you have nothing to worry about. Oh, that's them. Yeah, you got nothing to worry about. I'm not really into that stuff anyway, so don't worry about it. Worry about this, mostly. I feel like we should sit up here real quick. You again, huh? Hey, look. When it's just you and I, it would just not really change all that much. You're okay with my unfilteredness to an extent. Yeah, so don't change. I say don't change all that much, okay? If you changed more than like 20% of you, then I'd be like, okay, I feel like this is a fake Penny, so probably not gonna be into all of that. Oh, so you're okay with my actual personality then, huh? Yeah, I've always mentioned that. Well, when did you? Well, because of our Valentine's Day thing. Hold on, someone's calling me. All right, stuff's going on over there. Are you kidding me? Look, that's what happens. Okay, I was just informed on that. Continue. Yeah. When did you think that I didn't like the real you? Well, our Valentine's Day thing. Okay, I'll put it to you like this. I'm okay with the whole unfilteredness. Sometimes you just want me to tone it down a little bit. Just a tiny bit when I'm around you. Yes, please. Okay, that I can do. So, you're still okay with the real me, right? Okay, you gotta stop. You gotta stop doubting yourself. Yes, I do. Okay, I still love the real you. Okay. It's kind of hard for me. It's kind of hard for you to accept that fact, huh? Yeah, kinda. Considering your character, well, just in the near future, just know I don't want you to change. Okay, so bad news. Had to cut this video short because, well, our ride is here and something happened over at this park over here. So we're gonna have to leave. But the good news is I think this video isn't long enough, so shouldn't be too disappointed. So I think we should be good. Anyway, yeah, we had a nice outing. And although it wasn't really as much of an exploration video, because, like I said, we already explored this earlier today. So it really wouldn't be a part. That was. Okay, I thought so, yeah. It just wasn't really a need to continue to explore a whole bunch of places, so. Yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to do a little in-depth exploration, but, we still had a good time. Still had a nice time filming this. Unfortunately, that comes to an end because apparently something happened at this park. Yo, what? What just happened? Yo, what just happened? We weren't even here for that long. What just happened? We just drove past here. What the? Welcome to PG. Yesterday we were just or not yesterday. You know how the day before yesterday we were mentioning a turtle? Yeah. That's not him, is it? Yeah. The same turtle? Probably not. A turtle? Yeah, no way. No way. No, that definitely is. Oh, okay. Is he alive? Should we even test that? You would want to. I'm just asking, should we? I'm not saying I want to, I'm just asking, should we? One thing I don't like about spring is the amount of bugs that will keep trying to hit on you for whatever reason. Like right here, why are you over here? I scouted this area out, and by scouted you mean looked. Just looked around. Yeah, that's scouting. What's scouting? I don't actually know the full definition, but like you don't, you just looked at places and then said, "Yep, don't see anything." You forget to realize that bugs are pretty small. Didn't realize I was being smart aleck with me. Hey, look, I'm just saying. Should have realized that. Fine. But, I mean, you understand where I'm coming from, though, right? Yeah, obviously. I understand, because it's not really the best thing ever. You're trying to just sit down, and you got everybody just buzzing around you. You're using that word. You know what I mean. What in the world happened to that tree? This feels a lot different for some reason. A lot? Okay, maybe not a lot, but feels different from when we came last time. I'm just gonna come down here a little bit. I wonder if that goose is still there. Because for some odd reason, the geese think this is the perfect time or perfect area to lay eggs. Well, who are we to judge them? I mean, yeah, sure, but like, come on now, really? And there's poop over there, nice one. You getting any closer down there? I would. It's just no. Not really. It is a nice area, though. It's just a little brown. Yeah. But what am I expecting? There's mud here. Like you just stated, there's poop over here. Oh, I know where it is, so calm down. We can avoid sitting on that. Okay. There's still poop over here, though, so why over here to begin with? Also, it's pretty hot. You're just finding things to complain about. You're not taking anything seriously. No, I'm just saying. You're finding anything to complain about. This is fine, okay? You've been out here before. You've experienced Florida, have you not? So, there's not really a difference here. So, let's try to not complain as much. I mean, look at that right there. What am I looking at? Well, water. Okay. They're acting like we don't have water in the house. Yeah. The stream? Could have started with that. Okay, look. Look, I'm trying out here, okay? Yeah, you know what? All right, sure. Just saying. In this area, though, well, this is the best area I have, or we can think of, so. Yeah, well, this is infested with bugs. Can we go someplace else, please? Actually, you know what? That is a good idea, because now everybody's swarming me. You see, my main problem is that it's mostly hot out. When did we go out? Well, it's 1:30, so I see where you're coming from. So, later on, if we're going to go out, can it be, like, slightly cooler? Yeah, you know what? There aren't really any clouds out, and the sun is, well, not in the middle of the sky, but it's definitely not helping at all, so I guess so, sure. You mind if we continue this, say, 4-ish? That's when the sun goes down, or it starts to go down, so it gets cooler. Okay, oh, so you know why we're trying to postpone this for a little bit later. Yeah. Brayden is having the same issues, and so am I. It's just not the coolest, even though we're mainly like warmer types, but I can see where everybody's coming from. 4-ish. It is 5:30. Hey, look, I was going to, except for the fact that my head decided, you know what, now is a good time to start being in pain. Because why not? I mean, allergy season is here, so it's a good reason to, right? Hey, look, don't get mad at me. It took us forever to find those pills. All right, now all of a sudden they wanted to pop up out of nowhere like 2 minutes ago. Literally 2 minutes ago. But we're out here, so hey, that's good. Just gonna hope we don't have to suffer through that again. Whoa. See, when y'all got sprinklers? Well, y'all get sprinklers like that. You ain't got none. So how come? Okay. Fine then. You know what? Sure. Getting needed for this weather now. Something I think we need to mention is that sitting down is practically detrimental for anybody with allergies. I just realized that, yeah. Now my nose is starting to run. My throat is starting to get all scratchy. Nice. I'm looking at flowers too. I'm sitting here next to the flowers because look at them. A nice pink. Yeah, well, seems as if other bees are already attending to them. Oh, do you think I was doing anything with that? I was gonna say something, and I'm not gonna say it though. Like, I can just stare at them and not do that. Also, yeah, I feel like 5 was definitely the better choice. You know, it's not as cooler. I mean, it is kind of cooler than it was earlier today. So, yeah, this was better. Yeah, okay. No, you're trying to argue against that. You're right. I am. No, you're right. We're running low on like season 3 episode ideas, so the answer is no. We have already established we're not going to be like transferring any movie clips into some episodes, okay? All right, but just like hear me out. No, the answer is no. Okay, we already have we can probably do another one. How are we doing another one? We already missed out on an entire day. And whose fault is that? The weather. Okay. You can blame the weather. Oh, look, what do you want from me, huh? It was too hot for everybody. And I tried coming out later on at 4 o'clock, but no. Headache decided to happen. And then the pills decided to just play hide and seek for the longest time. So, blame them pills, too. Gosh, they were right. Sitting down does not help your sinuses at all. And I'm about to sneeze again. Hold on. Okay, but just think about it though. These videos are usually or I say these videos are usually longer, close to 20 minutes. Has the last one been 20 minutes? What was the last one? Do you remember what the last one was? I think it was when we all went to. Or I say we all. Were you at Fort Washington Park? No. Okay, yeah, so the last one was Fort Washington Park, and that was 19 minutes long. Sheesh. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Would this even count? Would this even make it to almost 20 minutes long? It probably won't, but there's a small chance, and even if it doesn't, it can still be an episode part, right? It's not like the episodes are going to be 20 minutes long. I'm really contemplating right now. Hey, look. It'd be easier, would it not? I guess it would. So, you know what? Okay, sure. But just promise me we'll finish this today. I promise. It'll happen. Alright, so pretty much what that means is hurry up and get this in iMovie and then send the rest of it to the tablet. We can edit it there. Jesus, really? Extra work? For that much work? And for what exactly? Hey, look, think of it. You can try like Olivia said, it could be easy. I guess it is, but seriously, why? Really doesn't need to be doing all of that. That we have to do some for. You know what? Already agreed on it. It should work out. I don't know why Barbara Bailey and I didn't start right here, or have our clip done here, because this is more so spring. This is the 26th after Maryland Day has happened. Yeah, Maryland Day was yesterday, so this is the 26th. So I'm really starting to question why we didn't do a movie clip here. But we already got ours done, so no point in doing it again. I probably should go back inside and have Barbie come out, since she is more of a spring person, but I'm already out here. Might as well just continue to stay out here. Well, I hope she doesn't get too upset with me though, because that'd be we're not going to talk about that. We'll just talk about how, for some odd reason, that gate has a bunch of guards there. And by a bunch of guards, I mean one bee and one wasp. The bee is gone, but the wasp is just here to take its place. I prefer the bee because at least the bee isn't trying to bother people. Hey, speaking of bee, you see why we like spring though. Now you see why we like spring so much. This has no set weather date at all. Well, Maryland doesn't have any set weather. Okay? It doesn't have any set weather. Like yesterday, it was cold. Now it's 80 something. Yesterday, the highest it went to was like 50, I think. Now it's 80 something. The highest is 80 degrees. And you deal with this how? We just get used to it. You just get used to it from time. Even though I got here around August or July. No, I think it was August. Yeah, I got here around August. So I experienced a lot of the weather. And by a lot, I mean like from summer to fall. And that's about it. And then since I've experienced the spring too, I now know that the DMV area has so much types of springs. I think we're in the normal spring here. The normal spring. By like, it's a mixture of warm and chilly. When the wind blows, it's chilly. And you step out in the sun, it's pretty warm. Meanwhile, previously in March, I don't think I need to explain to you why. Okay, yeah, I remember that started snowing. The day after it was 80 something degrees. And like, need I say more? You've been in the state longer than me. Have you seen the weather or experienced the weather ever doing that before? Nope. The closest we've gotten was like honestly, I can't remember, but I know for a fact it wasn't 85 one day and then snowing the next. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why this year all of a sudden has goofy weather, but I blame that snowstorm that happened in January. You're just gonna blame that, huh? I blame that. I don't know why we had like 2 major storms here at the beginning of the year. One in January, there was that snowstorm, and then we had a tornado watch earlier this month. So yeah, like, what's going on? Why is it when we finally sit here for like a year? We got here last year. The second it marks our year in this state. See, that's why I like you better, because at least bees don't go around bothering people. Unless it's like a carpenter bee, in which case, what do you think carpenter bees bother people? No, they just stare at you. Like, analyzing you, seeing what you're doing. Yeah, that's kind of, you know what, don't even worry about it. At least not to the extent of wasps and gnats and mosquitoes. At least bees actually contribute to society. What do they do? No, but like, seriously, these flowers are gorgeous. These blooms are gorgeous. Hope y'all don't mind. I'm just here to observe. I'm just here to observe. Yeah, I think they're all right with me. But like, seriously, look at these flowers. Hope Bailey and Barbie don't get mad at me. And they smell good too. No, but like, really? We're about to capture all the seasons here, huh? Yep. First had winter, now we got spring. Unfortunately, this is coming out in May. Oh, so we can't really experience summer, but you can definitely experience both spring and winter and spring. While we're doing that, let's experience this. What type of flower is that? You got some pretty flowers. Look at this. Feels like I'm at a wedding. It's so white. Oh, there go the bees. Oh, there's another one. I can see why you guys love the spring. Like we've said, like we've stated, it's definitely bee friendly. Definitely bee friendly. I'll tell you that much. I mean, look at this. The smell of it, just the look of it, it's pretty. You got this tree right here. Oh, Jesus. You got this tree right here. These ones. They got the cherry blossoms all the way down there by the market. Okay, I kind of have that younger sibling's guilt. You know what that is? You feel guilty that you get to experience something that your older sibling doesn't. Kinda, yeah, pretty much. What do you mean kinda? And not kinda, definitely, yeah. So, we can go explore, but I'm gonna pass this off to Barbara since I know for a fact she's definitely gonna be upset that I'm out here and she's not, so hope you don't mind. Brayden, I could kill you. Hey, look, I apologized, okay? We're doing a little switch. Okay, is that, am I in the clear now? Fine. I mean, it was a no-brainer to add me out here because, well, come on now. I know how much you enjoy the spring and how much you was getting on everybody's nerves when y'all went to Fort Washington Park. So I thought you would make it a great addition out here. So, yeah, enjoy your time out here. I promise you I will. But first, let me just admire these trees. That's why I'm upset with Brayden. Like, you knew how much I like looking at these. And you're just gonna be selfish and not invite me out here. Sometimes he just really gets on my nerves. Hey, just a question. Do you think Bailey enjoys the spring? Oh, Bailey loves the spring as well. The only problem is that I don't want to have to walk back, invite Bailey out, and then have them just get like their own group. It's practically warm enough to the point where you get hot by just walking around. So you just don't feel like doing all that. Nope, not at all. So we're gonna continue like this. Hopefully later on, then maybe they'll decide to go out. But until then, nah, it'll be us for right now, for today. At the moment, I'll say. Hey, why'd you invite me out? Spring chicken, right? Stop that. What? I'm just... Is that a yes or a no? I guess so, yes. Why say it like that? You asked me why. I gave you a reason. There's a wasp right there. I don't want to go down there. You don't like wasps? It's not that I'm afraid of them, it's just that I just don't like them, okay? Yeah, that's fair enough. The wasps have no redeeming qualities. They're practically a bee, but all the worst qualities. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, literally. Why? It's like they know I'm trying to go over there too, so it just needs to stay there. All right, fine. I guess maybe over there. Could over there work? Well, everyone has tried to walk over there, but it hasn't worked out. And I really wish it would, because this waterfall right here seems a little bit better. I think waterfall is a bit exaggerated. I mean, stream, you know what I mean. The stream seems a lot more better. You can hear it. There's a way over there. That's not. Oh, wait, right. These trees. I'm standing in that area, in that spot right there for a good hot hour. And forgot all about these leaves. Or, they're not even leaves, they're like flowers. So we just have to just admire these, okay? It's bee nature, okay? It's nature. You just gotta stare at the flowers for a little bit. Okay, and just sniff them. Right now, the other people are doing that, so I'm not going to. By other people, I mean bees. You know what I mean. Okay? I'm not going to interrupt their little happy time, because that's them. Why are you out? There's flowers right there. Go right there. Or just hover. I can even be shown. Yeah, I can. Thank you. All right, never mind. Remember I said bees don't usually bother people. At least there's nothing compared to wasps. So the fire department's here. Hey, how y'all doing? Whew. That smell, yeah, that's the smell of spring, buddy. That's the smell of good old blooms. You can tell these trees are blooming. Mainly over here, look at this. It's only in this area. I guess it's a little bit back there too, yeah, but it's not as much as it is over here. These trees have bloomed. Sorry, I just have to admire again real quick. Just hope you don't mind. That's fine. Go for it. I'm not making fun of you. No, I just want to know. Why is it up? Now I smell poop. All right. It was nice for about like a couple seconds here. Now I smell poop. Great. I just want to know. Why is it just over here? Why are they mainly over here? Just in this group, and just this group in particular has the most blooms. I'm going to call them blooms. No, but like seriously though. Okay, now the smell is coming back. Now the smell is coming back. Great. Anything other than that poop smell, yeah, definitely. Definitely gonna get my allergies acting up. Yeah, everybody's allergies gonna be acting up. It's not gonna stop us from taking a good old look at the flowers though. See, you guys are just gonna be the main characters of this, right? Well, this part, yeah, since it's spring, so kind of makes sense. Well, that's a bit unfair. What about the other bugs in this group? Like who? Well, there's me and yeah, just you. Okay, well, what, you trying to co-star as well? There'd be 4 people. If we didn't do that, if we didn't already do a part, and we could have redone it and just made this one that part, but okay, you know what? Fine. Yeah, it's Bailey's turn now. Whoa, this a brave moon. I mean, we could have just done it in the house, yeah, but the 2 of y'all already had your little army and gone outside, so we might as well, right? I mean, you don't have to, yeah, but I feel like it, so I might as well. All right, forgive me for hosting it first. You know what? I ain't worried about it. I was tired anyway, so it's probably for the best, because at least you two got to have a good time. Meanwhile, I was still kind of being miserable. So if anything, there's nothing really to worry about. Very windy tonight. It was windy earlier too. I actually kind of do regret not coming out here, so you know what? That's on me. I said I didn't feel like it. I should stay like this, but now I'm too close to the camera, so no. What is that? Okay. It was getting really windy earlier, so I wonder if it's going to continue that. You don't have your own little, like, Avengers crew? Well, you see, even if it was earlier in the day, I probably wouldn't have, because, well, I don't really know too many people. Well, that's the best part of this movie. You get to know people, okay? So, why not try to start that a little bit more, all right? You're talking to me like I'm a kid. I know you're like... I know, if anything, I'm the kid here, but, like... Still, I know. Fine. But as of the moment, it's just, the 3 bees hanging out. How about that? Well, what about Celine? Who? The spider? Apparently she's like a very spring person, so... I guess... Alright, maybe that's the 4th one, I guess. It's a little bit too late to be out here now. Besides, we don't really have anything to contain everybody. Up, here comes the wind. Nice. Here comes the wind. Yeah, we don't really have anybody to contain with. All right. Contain. That's what I meant. Yeah, it's just us. Nothing. It's just you and I. All right. So the rest are just in the house then, right? Well, it's gonna have to be. But like Barbie said, it's in the bee's nature to at least just stop and check out the flowers. In this case, I might as well, right? It's unnecessarily quiet here. Well, you gotta wait for the wind to start back up, because you know the wind. See? Right there. Like, I can hear that. That was a breeze. It's not really wind, that's more of a breeze. Yeah, fair. What exactly are we listening to? Nothing really, just silence, I guess. And the birds. Maybe. Well, the one thing I really wanted to do was just, since we missed Valentine's Day, okay, I see. You want to do another dating video? Yeah, pretty much. I'll make it like spring dating, where all the spring fellows are out here. You're spring, I thought you were winter. Well, I can be both. I can definitely be both, so I enjoy the spring. Got it. That's fair. Today really does feel like a spring, doesn't it? Yeah, just don't have the wind blowing, and then it's hot. Have the wind blowing, and then it's freezing. Also, we ain't got no jacket on. That's probably why I'm feeling cold right now, with the wind blowing, because we got no jacket on. Hey, blame the spring weather, okay? It wants to flip-flop. I'm mad, bro. We can have a long Valentine's Day movie. It's probably going to make it all the way up to 2 hours. Yeah, but what are you going to do? The tablet wanted to commit suicide, so there we are. And I walked down here. You act like it's impossible. Well, it's not impossible. It's just that. Can I walk down here without dreading falling into here? And the answer is most likely no. Look at that. Look how deep that is. Hey, hold on. It goes from being very shallow, like right there, to being deep. They have like a little cave system down there. Like, you exaggerating. Well, that's the best way I can describe it. My question is, how come now Diana has me doing it. Aquatic mobs didn't come down here. I guess it was raining. You know what? Sure, that'll be an excuse. How many people do we have here? 3 groups. Okay, yeah, 3 pairs. So, do we just do it normally, where it's just like one pair gets theirs, then the next pair gets theirs, the next pair to get theirs, and so on and so on? I kind of want to have like something different towards that. Yeah, you know what we can do is just jump into everybody's business. How about that? Okay, that sounded wrong, but you know what I'm going with, right? Yes, I do. There's no like viewing the petals anymore. I would love to. It's just that there's rarely any. It's not as much as there is anymore. They've all bloomed. We got pink right there. Yeah, but like, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah, it's just like they've already bloomed, so there's no point in looking anymore. What the? He's in that tree. Okay. The next best option is just streaming, right? Just looking at the streams and literally everything else. Most definitely the only other option. Okay, maybe not only, but like I said, next best option. And then maybe some blooms in the beginning, like sprinkled in there too, because there's still some here. Just not as much, huh? Yeah, not as much, so I have to hold on that for a little bit. Hold on, why are we walking over here? There's a cat over there. Oh, yep, okay. That's just there? Yep, alright. Yeah, so we're just gonna sit right here. We're gonna walk in this direction. And then maybe hop over there. Depends. Is there anybody coming? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. We definitely missed Ace and Awareness Day, didn't we? Yeah, but I guess the next thing we can do is like maybe adjacent, like Pride people, maybe. You want to do that? I'm up to it. Yeah, I'm up to it. We have a lot of people, so that might be a little, I wouldn't say challenging, right? No, definitely not challenging. We can definitely do that. It's just, there's a lot of people. So some people, that might be a long part. Since when are we afraid of long parts, huh? Yeah, that's fair. How many long parts do we have? Quite a bit. We've got like 2 19-minute videos. Right. Forgot about that. Yeah, there's the one where I was like one of the main people. Yeah, the bees. Yeah, and then there's Fort Washington Park. Oh boy, 19 minutes. Hey, look, 2 of them were 19 minutes. Let's say I don't think they'll have a problem with making a very long Minecraft movie. Hopefully not. And speaking of which, do you oh gosh, I know what you're about to say. Well, look, hey, it'd be pleasant to watch some, of course you would. Hey, we've done it like 3 times in a row. I'm sure we can do it again. Well, that's going to be the OGs, right? Yeah, definitely. Okay, so. Hey, hold on, why does it have to be old all the time? I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea. We just usually do that. So you don't like new and improved? I like new and improved. It's just that we don't usually... I don't know how to put it. It's going to sound wrong, and I know I am wrong if I say this, but... there's like a certain genre. And I can't really describe what it is, but it's a certain genre, so... and it's mainly common with old, but there is one new thing that I would like to look at, so... I guess you win in that. In a parking lot. That's your best option. I mean, we could have went down through the market, but I feel like I'm right here for a little bit, because... well, why not? Because I feel like the market would have... well, there's a bunch of stores, so it's not really terrible, but it's not a very, I'll say, pleasant spot. And besides, there's well, it's not really it's not this, is what I'm trying to get at. What I would like, though, is for it to be like a little, I'd say if this was like a park area, but then there would still be a whole lot of people. Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's just, it's kind of different when there's a bunch of stores over there and you're just kind of in the way of the shopping center. What I'm trying to get at is this is better, okay? Is that fine? Sure. And now my nose is getting all stuffed up. Well, yeah, obviously. If one thing goes wrong and then we fix it, another thing has to go wrong, so here we are. Starting when I'm sitting down for some reason. Why is that? Because again, something's got to go wrong. And since it's springtime, that opens the door to everything going downhill. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with that. I don't want to, though. Neither do I, but hey. Unfortunately, we decided to do this now. Thank Carter and Shiloh, because those two can't get enough of each other. Is that a bad thing? It's not, but the thing is, today of all days, you know everybody here has allergies, so obviously today was the best day ever. Is it not? I thought you liked spring. I love spring. It's just that I don't like it messing with me like this, okay? I can see you're really trying to make an effort with me, aren't you? Am I not allowed to? Can I not shoot my shot? But why me specifically? Well, you're the only lesbian here, so... besides me, that is. Okay, yeah, but like... I don't think one needs to be a lesbian for that, right? Absolutely not. But unfortunately, the only other two ladies that are attracted to the same sex and gender is Olivia and Penny, and they're both in a relationship already. That's right. How did I forget those two? Yeah, so it makes sense to go for you. Let me refer... God dang nabbit. Okay, I know what you mean. Yeah, it makes sense for you, so... yeah, pretty much. I cannot talk to people outside of you and Bailey. I mean, you're working on it, yeah, but like, seriously though. Cannot speak to people. Just more so speak to... sorry, I'm just... is that pond supposed to drain? I'm pretty sure that was always there. Okay, yeah, yeah, you more so speak to people who you like, right? Kinda, yeah. So, pardon me if I can't do that very well. Why are you apologizing to me? You should apologize to Luna. And even then, you don't really need to do all that. I'm pretty sure she understands where you're coming from. Yeah, because not the greatest at speaking to people at all. So, wondering how you are doing that. Just different people. How about that? Yes, we'll just say that. We're different. Ooh. Oh, okay. I think this is way better. This is way better now. Anyway, you feeling comfortable with you and I? Now that you mention it, okay. Okay, I told you at the harbor, you're allowed to call me your girlfriend. You know that, right? I know. It's just, I'm still just a little hesitant. Okay, why are you hesitant? Well, because, dude, we have been going out with each other since 2023. Ever since then, there have been quite a bit of dates with us, actually, so I don't think you should be too worried with that label. You know that, right? Thanks for that. Okay, I'll try my best. All right, I'm gonna need you to talk to that cousin of yours and tell him to get his confidence up, because we've been dating for like 3 years, I'd say, and we've been on quite a bit of dates in those 3 years, and yet for some odd reason he's not going past the whole date thing. Okay, from what I can tell, didn't you make an agreement that we needed like 3 dates to be considered a thing? We have been on more than 3. So, yeah. Well, first, yes, that was the deal. And second, we've been on more than 3 dates. So, I think you should be comfortable now. Well, to start off, nobody in this group has like same species relationships. You're bringing species into this now. Well, let's start off with Andy and I. He's an armadillo. I'm an Arctic fox. That, in any real world situation, that wouldn't work, but here it is. And you got Carter and Shiloh, a cow and a sheep. That's somewhat believable. Then you have Olivia and Penny, ocelot, panda. Good luck with that. And I think there's another one. Barbara and Luna. Oh, yeah. They're about to be a thing soon. I can just feel it. A llama and a bee. Come on now. I don't see what that has to do with Felix and I. You're a dragon. He's a fox. One actually exists in real life. The other one's a mythical creature. So, I can see why he feels a little bit hesitant. Oh, and I forgot, Brayden and Blair. A bee and a bunny. So, I get it. So, because I don't exist in real life, that's cause for being a little bit hesitant. Okay, I'm not him, so I won't really judge him too much, but you can kind of see where he's coming from, right? Just the thought of it, well, if that's the case, then we'll talk about this later. Right now, we got to get everybody else on. Ooh, yes, this is nice. Seems as if that rain didn't wash down that pollen all that much, did it? Well, I mean, it started raining earlier this morning, so we're at 1 o'clock, or not 2 to 3 o'clock. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't think it was gonna last that long. Also, I think you and I are gonna have a little double date with Gene and Felix just to get his confidence back up, because for some odd reason, dating a dragon, or I say some odd reason, I can totally see why, because dating a dragon is definitely something that's going to be a little nerve-wracking. Well, don't even bring that up. Okay, fine. Don't even bring that up. Okay, fine, but I'm just saying, that is the least... No, go on. You talking about in this group? Well, in this group, that is, in fact, the most outlandish one, but... Well, because it's a dragon and a fox. Meanwhile, everybody else... Shoot, even a bee and a llama. What about a bee and a rabbit? That's the least craziest one. Because the bee is practically like a quarter of an inch, or like an inch of a llama's hoof. So how does... Alright. Not like seriously though. This second one's just going to be trying to boost Felix's confidence in dating a dragon, so... Can we help with that? Well, of course. We can definitely help with that. I mean, that's what we're doing right now, are we not? This is technically like a triple date, because Olivia and... God dang nabbit Penny. Yeah, how did I forget her name? I just had it. I mean, they're with us, so yeah, it's more a triple date. So yeah, I don't think it should be too hard. Hey, is this where the couples counseling meeting's being held at? Really? You and Penny are having marital problems too? Absolutely not. We're doing just fine. Thank you. Okay, when we say just fine, I feel like you need to elaborate because the last few times it was you and I. Okay, let me. What's going on? Well, remember that canceled Valentine's Day video we were making? Yeah. Well, we were stumbling across something that, let's just say, did not need to be made, and that was being invested in by so many people that got so much money, and that just kind of brought out the dirtiness in me. Okay, gotcha. And I kind of overdid it, and that kind of got her uncomfortable to the point where I used her full legal name. Really? Yeah, I've never gotten that off my mind. Okay, I told you I can handle that stuff. Okay, but you used my full legal name though. How am I supposed to? You can recover from that. I'm positive you can recover from that. Okay, I know you quite well. Saying Penelope will not dent you, okay? Okay, but it's coming from you though, so it kind of did. Okay, fine, but fine. How about, actually, no, we already agreed that we just tone down the weird talk, and yet for some odd reason, I can still be cautious. You know, hey, luckily for you, Felix probably knows how that feels, how you feel, so you and him can bond over your lack of confidence. You know what, honestly speaking, that probably should have been me that went up to them, but for some reason you did, so hey, which one of us was it that on the nice little area around Fort Washington Park? So we're gonna change the subject now, huh? Well, I can't say anything to that, so might as well lighten the mood up. Which one of us was it? I can't remember currently, but I can definitely say Fort Washington Park was definitely nice. I guess that kind of patched a little bit things up. Are you really still hell-bent on that full legal name? Okay, I'm just not used to hearing Penelope, okay? Is that so wrong? I guess not, so fine. I guess it kind of caught you off guard. It kind of caught me off guard. No, that really caught me off guard. Hey, fair, just... We've already been over this, okay? We don't need to say this again. All right, fine. I'm just... Still kind of, I know, I'm aware. So you're just gonna throw me under the bus like that, huh? Hey, look. It's nothing personal. I'm just stating facts here because out of nowhere, on Valentine's Day too, started getting a little hesitant. Well, considering the fact that Snowy told me about your little conversation, yes, it is in fact because you are a dragon. Really? Okay, maybe that's not the full thing, but like, that is definitely partially part of it. Like, just thinking about that, how does that work? Well, the same way a fox and an armadillo can work. It does not. Okay, but the difference is both a fox and an armadillo exist in real life. Okay, you do realize segregation laws have passed, all right? Segregation is gone. It's still, also it's not completely gone, but like, seriously though, we're walking towards the forest. Walking and talking, I guess? Okay, we'll try a different analogy. Think of us as like human beings. Well, if I do, I'm gonna imagine you with superpowers. Since when does that stop anybody in superhero media? But just like think of us as human beings. Now, does that feel a little weird? I guess not. Besides you being a mutant and all that. Now I'm a mutant? Okay. No, okay, fine. It's not really... Imagining us as humans, I guess that's not really the weirdest thing anymore, so... Would everybody have to imagine that? I'd say so, because again, half of these relationships in real life wouldn't make any sense. But since this isn't, it's happening, so... Yeah, I'd say deal with that. Oh, okay, sure. Man, when it comes spring...
You can really tell. You can really tell. This really enjoys the spring. I mean, like, literally, look at that. How did this get so big? How did this grass get so tall? Also, is that? I think so. And I want to get over there. I don't know. Is there like an official way we can get over there? That I know of. I mean, we've already stated we could just go through there. We could, yeah, but I'm not going to. Okay, so we're just going to continue to stay right here. Look, unless we have another way that isn't like treading through, I'm going to go over there again because there's a roadkill. Oh, right there. Okay. Fine then. It's funny how we haven't even been like part of this yet. Are you sure? Okay. Well, when I say that, what I mean is, yeah, I know, it just hasn't been you and I. Mainly because I guess this is a couples counseling part, even though this is like connected with the same video. And for some reason, everybody now is having marital problems. I don't think I'm making fun of them. Well, I'm not, but also shouldn't that like be my attitude? I mean, it kind of was for a little bit, but like seriously, for some odd reason, this second part, everybody's having like marital problems. Well, luckily, it seems like everything's working out well for everybody, so if we can get back to the dating thing. What about the whole double date we say we would have? This, like you said, this is technically a triple, so it's already happening. Oh, okay. I would pick today. Would pick today. It stinks out here. Wait, hold on. Is there food? Yeah, I remember there was some people around this area having a gathering. So I don't know, maybe that's food that I'm smelling and I'm just dissing somebody's culture. Alright, well, see, look, in there, it smelled like... I'm gonna move on. Alright, this is a brand new setup right here that is most likely never going to be used again, so I feel like making the most of it right now until we leave. I really thought the second I hit record that the dogs would stop all their chit chat. Clearly that's not happening. So I hope you don't mind if we just sit through all of this. Yeah, look, I hope you don't mind if we just sit through all this, because I really thought the dogs would stop. I think they're done. Okay, well, I was gonna say this was gonna be like a new setup, which it looks pretty nice, but unfortunately people here can't seem to stand on their own, so yeah, this probably won't work out too well. So don't get used to this. Wait. Nope. Okay. So we got one person that can stand on their own, so, or two since I'm included. I mean, this looks nice. It does, doesn't it? But I mean, seriously though, think about it. You have people who don't. We're trying to make this inclusive for everybody. So, unfortunately, okay. Well, look. How about instead? Let me think. Hold on. And they're at it again. All right. Well, until you think of another solution, we're gonna move on from there. And I have to ask, you're the only like docile one here, right? Docile based. I would hope so. Yeah. So I'm gonna need you to just like make sure no one tries killing each other, at least killing anybody in this group. So, although we have a dog with us, and you know how. Should I just like spoil anything? I mean, they're gonna come out eventually. All right, fine. So you might as well just like keep everybody from mass murdering each other, please. You said there was a gathering going on? I'm assuming so, because there's some music being played over there. Is that Michael Jack? Okay. I'm sorry, I just have to ask. Okay, you are... And this is the first introduction, and you're already giving me a gigantic task? Hey, that can't be too hard. Right? So then why don't you do it? Well, because I've already dealt with ever since I got here in 22, I have had to deal with a narcissistic cat, and I've had to deal with a fox who is very unsure with dating a dragon. Is that backyard band now? Okay. You can tell we in the DMV area. Yeah, I've had to deal with quite a bit of stuff. So, yes. New guest comes around. So I'm going to give you a very Herculean task. Hope you, don't die, please. Thank you. Now you're exaggerating. You're a ghast, and we got to deal with 2 creepers, so I think you'll be fine. Oh, dagnabbit. Just gonna hope we're not gonna get spotted. We're fine, right? It should be. Nobody's staring at us. If so, they weird. Nobody's staring. Oh boy. Someone needs to take care of this. What is this? We're by the woods, by the way. I don't know what you expect anybody to do back here. Like, you realize beyond here is a creek, right? Well, is it a crime to ask just for a little bit of walkway here? Well, I don't think anyone's meant or anyone's expecting anybody to walk anywhere in this part of the county. I don't know why Fort Washington's allergic to having any sidewalks, so they sure as hell not gonna make anything walkable. And besides, literally anywhere here in the States, this state included, was rarely walkable, okay? So, ever heard of progression? I just know we about to have some fun, won't we? So, let's start back to square one, okay? You two continue doing your own thing, but just try not to be you too much. Got it? Can y'all do that? No guarantees. Okay, fine. Thank you. You know, we have a little series on this channel that can definitely be adult rated. Before you even suggest anything. What? I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know right now. See? Is it a crime to ask just for this to be slightly cut down so we can walk places and not, like, fear of getting ticks? Or, we're not dogs, so I can't say fleas, but like anything, literally, not like the fear of dead animals in there. That too, I guess. Like, is it a crime to ask for that? Okay, well, I'm just letting you both know. What? I saw something move over there. I'm just letting you both know that since this is a woodsy area, it's not really going to be cut down. It's not going to be like furnished. It's not going to have a fresh cut, you know. So, don't get your hopes up too much. Alright, this is the best we're gonna get. And besides, what's wrong with this right here? See? Like, what's wrong with it? Nothing's wrong with it. It looks pretty nice. Also, back to that, series I was talking about. Can you not? Please, can you not? Well, I'm just letting you know there are a few slightly more mature rated series on here where the backwoods is definitely open for everybody. So just wait until then, please. You have such a way with words. You know that? Thank you. I know I do. Unfortunately, those wayward words can't really convince a fox that being in a relationship. I think that was the universe telling me to shut up. You would be on a podium, wouldn't you? Okay, this isn't much of a podium. It's more so podium. I'm gonna call it a hill. How does hill work? Maybe a rock? Does a rock sound better? I don't know. That music is distracting. Well, I mean, we're outside. You're not gonna expect a whole bunch of quietness. I, for one, think the music really sets itself. Excuse you, I can't speak properly, okay? I think the music really makes us feel like a neighborhood. You know, make it feel like a block. So, you mind it being here? I didn't say it was bad. I just said it was distracting. So, I don't know why you went on that tirade for. Maybe you can't talk because that was the universe telling you, hey, be quiet. All right, fine. Okay, this is a great first impression, isn't it? Let's start from the beginning, shall we? If this video is only limited to back here, expect to not get a whole lot of stuff done, because why just back here? Why just in this area in particular, huh? Expect to get very little done. Oh. Okay. Those are deer. What, did they sense us coming? What, did they sense us? Or did they see us through this tiny gap? What in the hell? Okay. I guess they saw us through this tiny gap. That tiny gap right there. That's some tomfoolery, but okay. I'm gonna run with it. Now, oh my gosh. Right then. So back there, that had nothing. Yeah, here it has a whole bunch of dogs. Oh, look at that. You can tell the deer right here. There they hoof prints right there. Okay, I don't think this is dog poop per se. More so geese feces, probably. You don't feel like... Oh, and it's right there, too. Nice. You don't feel like saying... Well, not I can. I do feel like it, just not in this... Not in this moment right now, okay? This movie doesn't really require all that bad language. Well, that is some certified behavior right there. Okay, look. You can if you want to. That's just going to get censored, because... Not in this case, okay? Please, good job. Try to have respect for the property, please. Property. If you don't get... Man, it really is hard trying to lead a group. Thanks for your help, by the way. Look, I really don't know what you want from me, okay? I don't know how you want me to de-aggro some people who clearly aren't even, like, on the rail to begin with. Well, I just... feel like I need just a tiny bit of help dealing with these two niggas right here, okay? Is that getting censored? You know, I've got to start realizing that I'm black so I can literally say it, so I guess not. So that'll be there, so what they said, that can't, well... No, I'll just put it like that, okay. They're definitely gonna be happy with that, but man, they don't seem to be happy with anything, clearly. I mean, they got a nice field right there. Do their little business over there. I don't know what else they want, okay? Yes, you would pick today now. I didn't... I'm about sick of it here, bro. What do you mean? It was fine this morning. Yeah, well, you gotta remember, it's never gonna be fine for long. Fine. Whatever. Also, why am I here? Well, you're... This is for non-existent ones. Okay, but... Abnormally huge spider? Have you been to Australia? No, none of us have. Alright, well, have you seen the exotic animals in Australia? An abnormally large spider is practically Australian's alligator. And again, that's actually just the crocodile, but you know what I mean. Okay, but like, seriously though. Practically the size of the player. So, you can kind of fit, right? You just need anybody you're familiar with, huh? So you got a thing for picking out the perfect days for these, huh? Okay, look, I tried yesterday. No one felt like they were ready, so y'all got yourselves to blame. And besides, it was nice earlier today. Then all of a sudden, here comes the rain. Is it? Hold on. There's no way just... Look at that, it's dying down now. I'm about sick and tired of this weather, bro. Spiders exist, you know. Yeah, but a spider that can literally go all the way up to your waist, though? Those don't really exist. I don't even mention Australia. Like, seriously, though. Spiders are a real thing. With that size, Okay, guess not exactly. So yeah, she's gonna be part of this group. Maybe not all of it, but definitely a small part of it. Maybe like a short little cameo, maybe right there. Who knows? I might just cut her off right there, but I'm not doing that. Well, okay, this might sound rude. You've been being rude this entire video. I don't think anything you say next could come close. Well, if that's the case, you don't really think she'd be part of this. Why? Why not? I just told you. Literally, spiders exist, yeah, but the size, though. Who cares about the size? Well, logic. I'll say logic and real life. Okay? Normally a spider is not that huge, but hey. Video games, they definitely can be as huge as you want them to be, so yeah, she's gonna be here. Just a reminder, I ain't have no breakfast this morning, so might be a little crankier than usual. Are you kidding me? No, I'm being dead serious with you. Literally. Oh, it's right here. Okay. How do you think about this one? This feels weird. What do you mean feels weird? Okay, maybe not feels weird. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, it's like about a strip mall or something. That. Okay, no offense, but on top of being a little more cranky, would you be a little less cohesive? Yes. Okay, my thoughts aren't wrapped up all the way. I have no brain. No. Move on, please. Yes, this gives me flashbacks to good old. Well, I say flashbacks. It wasn't even that long ago, but it really reminds me. It's nice to see the stuff in the St. Charles Town Center also translates here because, well, only the up escalator works, never the down one. Oh. Okay, this one seems a little empty. What is that? What? Okay. This mall seems a little empty, I'll tell you that much. Well, on the topic of being empty, at least there's more room to do stuff around here, right? More room. You can run around. You can't be that hyper. You don't know me too well, do you? Okay. You would be that guy, wouldn't you? Look, I'm just saying. Look how open this space is. Open to practically do literally anything. Well, how about we continue? Okay, well, this isn't really the longest mall. So in fact, the entrance is right there. Well, not the entrance. It starts right there, and then it goes down there, and it's not really marathon level. It's not really a football field length. I don't know how to do. You do not know your lengths, do you? No, I do not. I don't know. I don't know my measurements, so you know what? But we're gonna go check this out. Actually, hold on. Let me just because I feel like this doesn't last that long. And wow. Oh wow. Okay. Like I was saying, you mean to tell me it goes from right to here to right here? That is some tomfoolery at its finest. I hope you realize that. Well, look at that. We've explored everything. Had a wonderful time. Okay. Beautiful. Wonderful. Anyway, what's across from here? Absolutely nothing. Well, what happened right there? That's something. Yeah. Well, that was nice. Was in there for about like 5 seconds. And that's all the time you need, really. So everything else is over there. We probably just have to explore that way. I gotta come this way, huh? Bro, I know for a fact I won't be able to walk over here. Is that... How come no one comes from over here, but everybody's coming from there? Is that even open? Can you even walk in there? Okay. Just waiting for these people. Oh, wait. Ah. Oh, gosh, what is this road? I'll just be closed.
Nope, it's open. It's open, but nobody's here. I can see why now, because what is that face right there? Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Well, you just gotta go upstairs now. I don't... This mall seems empty as hell. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. What the? Security Plus. What the okay. Okay. Wait. Alright, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm lost too. Okay. $1 and up. You know, we could probably get something here for Caroline. She says she's kinda hungry. Well, we all are. Like, Security Plus. What? Okay. Over to the bathrooms. What in the heck's? Oh, speaking of Caroline, well, she would probably, given how, wait. What? You mean it's how, I have no idea how this works. Clearly not. Okay. Oh, they have this. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh. There's more walkways. This connects to this building. Well, would you look at that? If only we would have kept walking, then maybe we would have saw this, but no. Nobody felt like walking. No, it's okay. Okay, wait, so hold on. I'm a little lost. Why would the... I'm a little lost, because why would... How come... You know what? Okay. Look, if we see... Look, again, we skipped breakfast. Just completely hungry. So cohesive thoughts won't be translated well into words, okay? Try my best here. We're all trying real quick, okay? I gotta sit down real quick. Need I remind everybody that it's the 16th of May? We have 1 day left, so, oh. Is it? Yes, it's the 16th. God. Well, I guess we have to cancel then, huh? No, we're not. God, why? Why? You really want to use this clip and this? You guys are lucky this isn't like on. This isn't child-friendly videos. Well, why? What's wrong with me? Okay, please, Carol, I know you're tired, hungry, and a little bit upset. I told you I have no food in me, so I'm going to get slightly crankier and slightly more, or slightly less cohesive, okay? So, don't get mad at me if I warned you. All right, fine. But, yeah, back to the 16th thing. You really want to use this clip. You really want to use this. Well, hey, look, we're getting out of the house, so I thought it was a good idea. Okay, but literally anywhere else. Literally anywhere else. Okay, well, we can deal with this. Okay, now we know. Oh, that's why. That's why I thought this mall was a lot bigger. Because you should have came up here. We all should have. I don't know why we didn't, but I don't know why we all just decided to go downstairs. Because clearly that doesn't display how long it is. The tops connect. Why do the tops connect but the bottoms don't? I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe due to road things? I don't know. But clearly they said, we're gonna have the top connect, but the bottom, nah. Okay, well this one has the shortest one. This one has the shortest. Still not good with your measurements. Nope, it's too early. You're gonna blame being too early. Well, we all left at 10. It's probably 11 o'clock right now, if not 10:30. Look, I ain't have no brain power yet. Okay, give me some food, and maybe. All right, we'll go to $1 and up and get something to eat right there. You see, the problem here is that I'm not seeing a whole lot of places to eat. So, or besides up there. But I don't know how long we gonna be here for. So who knows? Maybe we could, maybe we couldn't. Guess it really wouldn't hurt to try because there's nobody up there. There's no long line. Unless I go over there. Let me see what actually, you know what, nah.
What? Alright, this place is very strange, okay? This place is very strange. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea where places are. Is it mating season now? What's going on? Yep, yeah, it's mating season, okay. Either that or that was very unconsensual. Eating junk food, huh? I said I was hungry. Well, I told you I was gonna pee on my thinking a bit. Now, if you don't mind, I'll enjoy me some banana pudding, please. Also, no, I'm not sharing. Well, I mean, to be fair, if I even had some sugar right now, before I had literally anything else, I would be bouncing off the walls, so. Actually, it's pretty good that I'm not getting any, thank you. Because unless you're me or Olivia, the answer is no. No, thank you. So you'll make exceptions to me, though? Well, yeah. I'm not allowed to. Why would I give stuff to random people? You know half the people here, okay? And it doesn't really mean anything, so. Point stands? What about Luna? Luna, I'll give her maybe a crumb. Maybe a crumb. You. Okay, then what? I'm just saying, okay? Unless you're me or Olivia, the answer is no. Okay, one thing I need to say. These chairs are certainly not for everybody, yeah. Why? Why? Not only do they move in a... These chairs suck. I can see that now. Also, where have you been at? Where have you been at? We've been doing stuff without you. Full truth is, I've been doing this since 2019, and I'm just a little tired, you know? How in the world are you tired? Well, again, I've been doing this since 2019. I got here in early or mid to late 2019, and I've been here ever since, so... Yeah, it can get tiring seeing me all over the place, especially since it's just been me and Shiloh since 2020. From 2020 up until late 2021. And that's when Braden and Axel came along, so... Yeah, pardon me if Shiloh and I don't necessarily want to be the face of this. Well, don't worry about that, because you got everybody else. And, there's, Brayton and Axel, so you got them. Don't be mind that. If that means I have to babysit Brayton all over again, so is that just you, just their babysitter? Is that why you came along? No, I came along just to. Do you really need a reason? No, not at all. Just know that I'm not just their babysitter, okay? I don't feel like babysitting those two every single time we do anything. I feel like having my own space, okay? Just some time away, okay? Don't worry. Look, I love them. I just need to get away from them a little bit, okay? You understand that? Yes, I do. That's probably why Shiloh wasn't here, because, well, I'm pretty sure I'm suffocating them. I highly doubt that, considering the fact that you two are practically in everything, so we had time to build up. Okay?